Ginger. That's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together. Hey, Sherry, come on, catch up.
Yes, yes.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir. If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature. Would you kindly sign these papers, sir?
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
I apologise, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer. Hey, Sherry, just our luck.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Hey, Sherry, just our luck.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me.
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry, what did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
If seafood's not to your taste,
Okay, time to
everyone
check if
loves
John
Benedict
found us a nice
spatch.
table for the
Our
evening.
poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion. What are you waiting for? Put the dish...
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look. The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. Don't ask me about the cane. I was with you the whole... All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here. Are you able to help me?
That's a question I can answer.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Is this familiar to you?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the ghost.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong, middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this. How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
but my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me and Emma fainted. I lit the candle and the diamond was gone.
Stay here and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass. Half a glass of Balblair Scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms. The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a séance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere to the room.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
Reserving judgment, use your keen eye to follow the trail.
Excuse me, just one question.
That's a question I can answer.
This painting looks authentic, but it's just a talented imitation. With skills like that, this biblical lady could get a job in Scotland Yard.
Bacchus would find this place incredibly dull, don't you think?
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose D'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja? Unless... No, what a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
This reminds me of the fairy tale, Sherry. Can you find your princess?
Help me, please.
You look like an honorable man. I have some information for you.
Whoa, what a breathtaking man. Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind. Almost like mine.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell. Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
Oh, you scared the poor girl, Sherry. Did she really deserve that?
We all got what we wanted.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I
stay
always
silent.
love seeing you... Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish? Oh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Someone was not happy with his post.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
A remarkably simple lock. Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress. Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? Several £1,000, that's quite a fortune. This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar. Virtus Audacta Sapit, courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted. Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door. So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the séance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the séance table, but this time there's enough for analysis. Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defences against visitors from the great beyond.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough. My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm. I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? the spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job. That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewellery.
Luca Galici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
You already suffered at Miss Emma's hands once. I'm not convinced you deserve to suffer again. I can't help but notice the window latch seems faulty. Perhaps I should leave you here alone and fetch someone. I'm afraid it may take me some time.
Thank you. Thank you.
The police won't notice your disappearance immediately. Run, leave Cordona, and try to lead a decent life.
I won't forget your kindness. I owe you everything, Mr. Holmes.
Stop wasting time. Run.
Open the door, Mr. Galici. Don't make it worse. We know you're in there.
Imbeciles, why are you dawdling? Step aside.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything. Even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
A figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for. Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand...
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. As for the motive, it's obvious that you did... Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could... It is done, Luca. You will be... Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you. I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
Excuse me, just one question.
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem. The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
Do you know anything about this?
There is no amount of money that would make me talk.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here? Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested? A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggests he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
A portable easel was kept there. The Hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree. I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria. It's stained with oil paint.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. Now what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
Nice to see you.
Extra! Murder on the loose! A reward offered for any information as to Mr. Galit. The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck. Sorry, I'm busy now.
Help me, please.
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer. The prison's now closed.
I'm working. She wants a proper sketch. I'll make her a proper bloody sketch.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Senor Holmes.
Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
John has wares if you have coin. What can I do for you, Sherlock? Look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signore, you look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as two peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you, too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
I told you he's a doge. Now that's a deduction.
He's not an actual doge.
If you say so, my lord, the doge.
He did wear glasses, but not like those. His were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mum.
Those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat, you know, black. Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mum, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
We have a large assortment and pleasant prices. The finest clothes for the finest citizens. Of course. Think it over. Take your time. We have a large assortment and pleasant prices.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public. But you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor, basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Hooray!
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork. Move on to the next room, new boy. That's an order.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood. Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go. Sherlock, you are the fastest man alive. My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour.
Hooray!
All right, let's move on, Sherry. If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated. Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Come on, let's impress that old copper with our results. Uh-oh, Sherry. Not a nice shot. You could have killed the fella if he was alive.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried?
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Overcome him. Don't rush.
I'm coming.
Too simple.
I'm coming.
No more.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party. Eat lead!
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
All the newspapers are sold out. Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
Good neighbours, good mood.
Do you know anything about this?
If I knew the answer to that, I'd have your suit in exchange.
مرحبا.
Wow, things really got out of hand here. What would you like? On today's menu we have stomach punching, head kicking and the chef's special, throat slitting.
That's a lot of blood. The victim was stabbed several times. Sharp enough to gut a fish or a man. An ordinary kitchen knife. Solid oak. It took quite a blow to break it. Shards of a broken bottle with blood on them. The lenses are very thick. The owner of these glasses is very nearsighted. Someone must have landed hard on it.
Spilled beer led to spilled blood.
An unfinished bottle of rum. all started when the trader accidentally spilled his beer over the sailor. The traitor punched the soldier who came crashing down on a table. The worker smashed a bottle over the trader's head, then the sailor knocked the worker out with a chair. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to knife the trader but killed the sailor due to his poor eyesight. You have 3 people detained on suspicion of murdering a sailor in a bar fight. All evidence indicates that the soldier among them is the true killer. He was the last man standing.
Very well. Soldier or not, he'll get what he deserves. I'll see to it personally. Nice work. Try solving another case. It seemed you have a knack for it.